Morning, folks. Just a quick video. I have a lot of time today. CAD, as we can see, it's 100 buyers, and dollar has carried on strong. So that's what we wanted to see: a dollar CAD index strength versus a Aussie New Zealand weakness. So we are okay with this. We're waiting for our New Zealand for the next trade, though. Where's the New Zealand index gone? I'll put that over here in a minute. But here's the Aussie CAD. Everything transferred red. So we'll take a little bit of this profit here. And we better put the numbers in so we know what we're doing. I'm just going to keep 2. This is all I was really looking for anyway. Because it's not, hang on, let's just make sure we got everything here. Dollar, CAD, perfect. I'm just looking for the Aussie on the other screen. Hang on. Where the hell's it gone? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, that's why I moved it. New Zealand here, Aussie here. So New Zealand numbers are showing 55s and Aussie numbers are showing 41s. So it's exactly what we said was going to happen. So we'll put that number in. So we know for later. We know this is going to carry on further, but this is not something to enter here. Excuse me, I'm smoking a joint. I need to come up with some better weed, because this weed, the government decided to start allowing human beings to buy weed off them again recently. So I stupidly went to the shop and bought some instead of buying it off the traditional weed man who's been selling it for 30 years. He does a much better job and even comes round and brings you a beer sometimes. But unfortunately I fell for the trap to go to the government store, which I didn't want to do. But I've got some and it's pretty coarse. It's a little bit dry, you know. Yeah, but it's still nice. So 56, let's just get that number in. Of course it's number 56. Of course, number 56. By the way, this year will be the year of 34. 34 is for Canada, Ukraine war. So you're going to see them talk a lot about Canada on the news this year. We've already seen a lot in comparison, relative to most years. Nobody ever talks about Canada, really. I never heard anything about Canada once when I was growing up back in England. But now all of a sudden they're talking about it. But yeah, it's a Soviet place, basically. 56, 42. The key is really just to stay on top of this homework. Keep on top of it. If you haven't got the homework, you don't have the right to do any trades, basically. If you haven't done the homework, you have no right to do any trades. It's that simple. So if you want to jump into this game, you got to spend at least a couple of days putting the numbers in, and then you'll see something, you know, something that makes sense. I think pound is going to slow down, but we're not going to touch that yet. That's the pound one. Sorry, I was just writing over there. Pound 98. Euro 0. Okay. So we got Euro. Okay, he's going to red. That's all we know so far. We're not doing anything else. Pound is 97. Last night I saw hundreds, 100 numbers. And now we're seeing 98. So it's nothing to write home about. We'll ignore that for now. Swiss 62. Said we were going to get a fall. We got a fall. We're still stuck down here. Nothing's happened. 62. So they've increased their sellers. So this might well continue. But I'd rather find a new setup. I don't want to mess around with this. 60. Right. Swiss over there again. Put these dollar numbers in. I'm not sure why my charts are always gapping open now, but they seem to be. It's really quite annoying. $55 and CAD is, well, we see 96. Right, so that's it really. I mean, the key is with this game is when you see huge buyers or huge sellers out of nowhere, are those numbers making an impact on that bottom line? If they are, then take a note of it. That's what you should be building your trade around, really. But you want to see that out of nowhere. Nothing else is showing anything similar, and then you'll know what the most likely to be the currency for the day is. That's why everyone loses so much in this, because they might do pound dollar every single day for a week. They do all right, and then all of a sudden it stops working. Well, it's because the money's not in pound dollar anymore. Nothing's going to work. Okay, so let's just assume we were holding this now, and just wondering, would we stay in this trade? Aussie CAD. Well, do we see here? Buyers, sell, and buyers, but this is reduced. Compared to everything else, Aussie has reduced 20. Okay, there's been a reduction in 20s. Pound has had, dollar has had a increase of 20. Yen up here has had a increase of 40 to 50. So LFX has, not yen, LFX. Last night, pound was here at 100. I didn't bother writing it down because I knew I'd remember it. But whatever, we've got the numbers here. Euro is okay. So the euro pound index is weak currently. The Aussie New Zealand index is weak currently compared to dollar CAD index. So you can go ahead and just keep holding this if you really want, or just wait for a new setup. But this last one I'm going to keep holding just to see what happens. I'm going to get out when all of this says to buy Aussie CAD. That's what I'm going to do. So my goal is to hold one of these for 8 days and see where we go. So what we're going to do, and we'll do it for the purpose of this video. So we've closed this one. Okay. Just try and do something here in a minute. Just going to move this over 1 second. Okay. So we're in a CAD Swiss. Okay. Oh right. And gold. So CAD Swiss. Let's take a look at that trade, and then we'll wrap this video up. I might come back later with a new one. Yeah. All right, that's good. CAD Swiss. Where's the chart for that? Here it is. Found it. All right, great. Just put the template in. All right, great. CAD is still looking good here. We know that CAD Swiss index, CAD dollar index is good. Our Swiss index is 58. So we've gone from 57 to 58. So it's just still weak, and CAD is increasing. So what we could do here is we'll take one off the higher level long, and we'll leave the other one, or we'll take some here. Let's just modify this actually, because I don't like to hold this much over the weekend. I think that's crazy. So we'll take off 7. Market execution close 7. Alright, that's good. And then we'll do, let's put some stops in anyway. Might as well use some stops. Alright. And there's our stop there. And we're leaving these two. Okay. Anything else, I will get back to you. I hope you guys so far had a good week. I hope some people were able to learn something from these videos. I really do. Because like I say, I was learning this after working at a place and not being taught anything from working at a place for a year, learning zero, and then working on this for myself from home for 15 years, and basically not learning anything until finally I found a way to read these numbers. Everything else was pretty much a waste of time. It just taught me about fractals and different realities, and how to see different perspectives, and how important that is to look at different perspectives to give you the same answer. That's all it's really, the only thing I learned from all the time wasted on looking at the wrong training for this game, really. So anyway, I'm happy to have done some videos, and hopefully some people can have learned something this week. But yeah, thanks again. Cheers.